All right. I think I'm live. Pretty sure I'm live. Kind of sort of believe that I am live. All right. So where was I at last time? I think now I need to start working on some color blockings. Game chair. Oh, the game chair. I guess we should go ahead and get started. Or maybe I should do this black. Let's just finish up the inking. I think that's gonna be important. Where are we going? Yeah, I already have it blocked out. Let me delete that layer because I don't think I'm going to be inking the entire desk. I think I'm just going to ink the chair because that's the only one that actually like jumps out into the foreground. Okay. Just had to check the stream settings real quick. This is a lot easier for me to set up than a regular traditional art stream because it's, you know, just my words are escaping me right now. Probably because I haven't had any coffee yet. Oh, because, you know, like I have to fight with my camera the entire time and make sure all the settings are set in a way I like. There's probably a way to change the defaults, but I haven't actually sat down and thought about it yet. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started. Since this is the kind of like a mechanical thing, I think I want to start with just getting some really just like simple lines without much variance. Very simple, straight, even lines is that's the word I'm thinking of. I have a very rough scribbling. Let me see if I can. Okay, so yeah, I put chair on a separate sketch layer. This one was also a very hard one to do because it's like the angle that it would be at is just very, very hard to get right. And I'm still not 100% sure on it, but I think this is survivable. It's one of those things where it's like I could spend a long time mapping out exactly what I want, but I could also just get it around what I want it to be and be happy with that. I love this part, just getting the lines to work out the way I want. Gotta get those fast flicks. That's how you get smooth lines. You just pray that one of them works. No, that's too much of a bump. This should be like straight, so try to keep the line not too crazy. That one I didn't even allow to exist. There we go. I need to check out more other digital art streams just to see how they do it. If they spend all their time just doing these little flicks. Maybe it's just me because I still work as though it was traditional art. Like my usual process is to sketch the lines down, then I get the heavy inks, and then I go with the coloring last. So maybe this is just an issue that I have because I try to keep it to a traditional comic book style. There we go. Did I design this correctly? Let me see. I don't know if I use an actual gaming chair as a reference. Yeah, okay. I think I use like my own. It's slightly different from my own. I don't have the race car look with this little vent, but I know that's like super popular. Mine is a little bit just more like a simple office chair. I think I'm gonna take it slow with this one because it's actually gonna be a circle that's a little bit squeezed in the middle. You're looking at it from an angle, so you can also see like the other side of it, the cylinder. Not too thick. This is what digital art is. It's just fighting your lines. I guess unless you have a display tablet. Whenever you want that tail, you switch over to the sable brush. That was one of my biggest things in issues with GIMP, is that they didn't really have like the brush technology to have like sharp lines. So everything would just be like this micron here where everything had rounded edges. And that was absolute torture because I would actually go back and point the lines intentionally. I'd block out like all the lines and then I'd go in and let me see. Trying to feel out my own chair to get a sense of like where they're putting all this stuff. It's more of an amalgamation of my own chair and just like other office chairs that I've seen around. Just like gamer chairs. I'm probably also gonna put like one of those pillows that are just like on an elastic band. There you go. That's nice. Come on. There we go. Let me see if I can. Yeah. There we go. Perfect. Eventually it works. Slowly but surely we get there. So, something like that. So this is gonna go from underneath the chair. I'm using it like it's a sketch line, a sketch layer, just so I can kind of remind myself where we're going with this. There we go. Got good connected. I'm still gonna need to smooth these lines because it's almost like it's splintering over here. Little nodes. Try to redouble it. There we go. Let me try. That's not working. Please, I just want there to be less of a jagged line here. That's all I ask. Gonna have to work. Amogus. Alright. Let's get the bottom of the chair in. Something like that. Wait a second. Yeah. I'm gonna be erasing most of this handle anyways. So I can just go through the line. That was a really round line. I like that. Oh, that's nice. I'm actually surprised when the line comes a little bit close, actually close to what I want it to be. I have to fight with it so much. It's a surprise when it actually works. There we go. race this handle. This is actually starting to get distracting. That's why you can't really sketch on the ink line. The ink lines really do have to just be your solid lines because it actually starts to distract from everything. Okay. Come on. Did the song just whistle at me? I'm flattered, bet. Intimidated. Okay. Let's stick with the sketch lines. Okay, yeah, never mind. It was looking a little rough to me, but I think without the sketch lines, you can actually kind of see the shape being built. I still got some to fix some of the lines, but at least I know it's coming along pretty well. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, just need more follow through. There we go. There we go. I'm actually gonna do the arms on a different layer. What is this? Oh, okay, that was just the line art for Tetsuya. Where am I? Chair. Am I doing this on the wrong layer? Yep, I was doing it on the wrong layer. I thought I deleted that layer. Whatever. This shouldn't be that hard to fix. Well, actually, I could just delete that and just rename it to Chair Ink. There we go. Because there is not going to be any disk ink layer. Okay. So I'm going to reduce the opacity of that. Nope. There we go. Chair arm. Now we could work that on a little bit of a different layer. Like I said, this one's just going to be coming from the side. I think it's a little too far here. I think it needs to be somewhere like there. No, we could say it's at an angle actually. Something like this. Yeah, I like that actually. I like that a lot. What? Like that a lot. Erase these. Nope. Come on. You can do it. Ah! Please, I beg of thee. Just freaking erase. There we go. This isn't actually going to be that thin. It goes to the other side. So it'd be like thick bed because we only see like this hard edge right here. So hold on, let me do something like that. Kind of gesture that it's we're only looking at this one side right here. Then there's this side underneath. So you can kind of assume that this part's going to be also its own side. That makes sense? That makes sense. How far does this go up? I might actually make the arm a lot higher than I have it on the original sketch. Because it's kind of just like right at the bottom half, or the seat of the chair. But I want it a little bit higher above that, because I mean, usually they're around like maybe right up here. I just thought it looked kind of funny how long it was. There we go. It's actually pretty close. Let's thin it out a bit. Come on. I'm not sure why, but for some reason using the line tool just feels right for me with the eraser. I think it gets a more consistent line. Well, obviously, but whatever. I know what I'm talking about. And that's all that's important. Oh, whoops. I still have it on. There you go. Like that a little better. I got a coffee sitting here. I haven't even started drinking. I really hope the microphone didn't pick that up. But I'll find out. It really sucks that most of the audio issues I can't pick out until way after I'm done. Like I didn't notice that my mic was actually cutting out a lot in the first stream yesterday because I had the noise gate too high. So it would cut off like the mid and just like little pieces of my sentences. Especially, and it's like right out of the gate, like you can hear some clipping going on, and so it was a little embarrassing. But it's not like I do this full time anyway. I'm just figuring out the best I can. There we go. Just can make it a little, like, yeah, something like that. There we go. That I really like. And let's see with pairing and take off the background. There we go. It's not too bad. I'm wondering if I can maybe pocket a little more to this side. Hold on, where's that one? It feels a little too curved. Or something like that. Go away, go away. There you go. So something like that. Yeah, it looks like it works for me. Maybe even a little bit further. No, I think something like that. Can I increase? No, let me just. Just little tweaks that I can do like this makes me so happy. Just to get everything exactly how I want it. So instead of just constantly erasing it, I can just use other tools to fix what I don't like about a drawing. There we go. I think I like it there. First enter. And we're gonna have to, whenever we get to the coloring, we can like start covering up this so the intersections don't show up. That way I don't have to actually like delete the lines in order to get it to look correct. But we're still gonna have to connect these though. Then I'm gonna merge the layers. Or actually, I might leave them unmerged because I might end up tweaking it later. And I think this is part of the chair. Well, now it's over. I'm probably gonna add just like little seam lines. That might actually work with the pencil. Let's try it. Not too light. Look too grainy. Like, how does that look out? No, that's okay. That's okay. We can work with that. Another thing I might do whenever I get around to is I might erase this line right here and then just color in that impression, because I kind of think it looks a little bit too blocky. I kind of want this to be like the outer edge of I think I just want to ink the outer edges of the chair and leave the interior curves and whatnot up to the actual shading. Maybe just slight little impressions of like solid lines, like right here. Like right over here, you can see how it's just, you can see a little bit of the curvature just to give it a little bit more form, but most of the form will actually be blocked out whenever I get around to shading it. So this might be a little bit darker and this might be a little bit lighter. But just spitballing, just so I can at least get the lines done. That way I can at least subtract it once I'm already done with the piece. I can work back from it. So go ahead and do some of the interior line. Bring it back up. Oop, wrong one. And make sure we're on the right layer. What are you? Oh, okay, okay. I freaked out there. So this is just gonna be the interior curves. That's why I'm doing these in like the sable brush. That way I can have a lot more width and variance in it. Because these are more of like impressions, so they're not actually solid lines, unlike the outer ones right here where it's like it has to be regular because there's a definitive solid line, like it's a solid object. These are more imaginary lines that you have of form. I hope some of that makes sense. Lines are almost too thin here. I'm also going to redo this right here because it's a little bit too soft, a little bit too sharp, I meant. I think I'm noticing that this is weird. Here. So let's cut this out. Turn it around a bit. Match the angle that is at. That's not it. Come on, stop. That's where it was. This is where it is now. It's just a small little tweak. I just thought it looked a little funky. Let me remove this. Now we can see what it looks like. Yeah. Because the angle is going to be like, sorry. So the, oh my goodness, where? Oh, I'm in the race. So this is basically the line for the shoulders of the arm, or shoulders of the chair. So I wanted the whole to match up a little bit better with that line. And it's still not perfect, but I think this is at least, like, you won't notice it as terrible. And we can also probably use that line. Use this line to figure out where the other side of this armchair is going to be. And I'm thinking we can actually just duplicate the armchair layer and just mirror it. Let's see if I can do it. For my option. Oops, wrong one. I did it again. Ooh, that does not look right. That didn't go how I wanted it to. Actually, no, we can just like leave it like that. And then just like reset. Maybe just like, where would the arm? So hold on, wait. All line. I'm right. Let me erase some of this. I think we're basically not going to see that any of that bit. I just want this little nodule over here. I'm using funny word. What looks right? This is the angle that I have the camera. And this one I'm okay with erasing mostly because it's mostly a copy anyways. We still have the original arm layers. Not quite. Somewhere like maybe even less. Just like how? Wait, there. Maybe like that. Let's try. Okay, yeah, I think that works. Maybe? Oh my goodness. I'm so hard to please myself. That's definitely too low. I get so picky. Yeah, okay. I think I like that. That just leaves the bottom wheel. Just looking over it. Okay. This one I'll also just go ahead and do on another layer. Oh my goodness. Let's do a little bit of cheating here, because I know these lines are gonna have to be very smooth. That's not flat. Sure. This is another one where it's not gonna be like a perfect circle. It's gotta be it's a circle at an angle, so it's a little funky. I just want it to be smooth more than anything. I think it's bad on this. Okay. I just need to erase some of it. Oop! Too much. No, this is one where they gotta use the eraser. There. I think it looks good. Let me check it without the. Okay. There we go. Yeah, I think that looks really nice. Well, maybe this could be a little skinnier, but we're gonna save that for later. I just want to make sure I at least get the majority of the framework on. What are you? Oh, okay, so that's the whole bit here. Let me merge that with the. Oh, what are you then? Okay, I keep forgetting what these layers are. So this goes to the cherrying. These are combined. This goes with the. This, we're gonna call the stitching. So that's the chair stitching layer. Where are we at? Wheels. Just add an R and an L so we can tell which arm is which. And then this feels like another one where I can get away with using just the line tool. Wait, no. Let me not get too good. Probably gonna have to work on doing stuff like that, but just to get the more important lines fleshed out. Okay. Now we can just start doing like regular lines. Doing the wheels are gonna be tough because they're all gonna be at an angle, but they're all also have to be mostly round. Very specific shape. Nope. Okay. There. Grumble, grumble. Okay. Yeah. I'm also gonna erase kind of like the gaps here because I think it's gonna have a bit of a merging point, or it's gonna be a bit rounder here. There we go. And here's really where you gotta see these two lines merge. So. There we go. I think I'm gonna erase this one because I'm noticing that it doesn't line up. It doesn't match the pattern. This is actually gonna be somewhere around, or maybe like right here. Where is my? That works. Switching between tool. Oop. That's the pencil. There. Right. No, it doesn't look right. Oh goodness. Maybe just like somewhere in between those two then. This is like the least important part of it, but for some reason this doesn't look right. Again, wrong tool. Kind of liking that one. Okay, yes, finally, this one. And we're not going back. We're not changing our mind. We are steadfast in this decision. The council has spoken. This one. This one. There you go. Alright, bring it back up to pitch lines. What layer are we on? Why are we on this layer? How much did I just do on this layer? Okay, just that one. Here. Let me see some. That's okay. So 1, 2, 4. Okay, so maybe that's the issue I'm having. I think the line is supposed to completely disappear behind this, so maybe just this is all I get. And I think maybe this one is a little bit too on the wrong angle, so it should be coming out like over here. Which I'm wondering if I can just, first of all, die this back down, and then let's get to fixing. We're gonna use geometric lasso, cut, snip, 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 snip. Also make it longer. How far? Trying to. I need to remember to keep it in. Reason. I think it's like this long. Let me get this away. Where did the layer go? I'm getting close. Just a little bit more tweaking. This is not the super fun part of doing line art. but I just want to make sure I. I also kind of want to make this one shorter, so we're gonna do the same thing. So just a tiny bit shorter. Keep it wide enough. Like a little bit. Nice map. Okay. Yeah. Okay. And then I just need to fix this last one. This one, I think I'm just gonna redraw. Where's my brush? Oh, that is cute. Here we go. And then I think I really just need like the slightest. Oh, that's the wrong one. Like slightest gesture of anything. I'm so angry. There we go. Yeah. Let me try this. Okay. It does do a little bit of that that one roll I talked about last time where it matches a little bit too much with this line, but I think the angle is just slightly off enough and it's just large enough of a section that it doesn't clash too much in your mind. Like you can see that it's a separate section. And I'm just gonna go ahead and add these bits. Ooh, that's not right. Connect them back. Try to follow their lines. Nope. Nope. Yeah. Okay. And then we just erase them, merge them back together. So merge with a flow. There we go. Now it's all one big happy family again. Oop, still on blind. I'm freaking working on pixels again. I just got lost and I was just focusing, zooming in on this over and over again. No, let me just line brush. Getting too obsessed with everything on such a small scale that it's not even going to matter in the giantness of it. Words. Oh, there. I got lost in my own tab. All right. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. We're good. We're good. This looks good. We're not good. We're the opposite of good. I forgot this part. Okay. Oh my goodness. Don't psyching myself out right now. Hold on. Let me try something real quick. Okay. Why is the center like all the way over here? Move the center over here. At the actual center of the scale. I don't know why it's such a huge drawing. I think the issue is that I have no background, so that's why I'm tripped up. This is what it looks like normally. Again, put this here. No, I think it actually looks good. Ah, what happened there? Okay. Yeah, I think it actually looks fine now that the background's back in. Because I keep forgetting that the background is actually a little warped. Which actually makes me go right back to this guy over here. Why is it locked? I didn't say lock it. Unlock. So where would you... Please, let me grab it. I don't want to mess with the center, just grab it. Where would this... One up lower. And maybe I want all three. That's not all of them. Chair to move a little lower. The one in the shot just I feel like I'm getting a little bit too in the process, but it looks like it's kind of not able to fit underneath the desk that I have sketched out over here. Okay. Now we just need to do the wheels. Let me stop clicking everything. I promise we will get to the coloring. That way we can actually get something a little bit more visually fun. Besides me tweaking a gamer chair. A filthy gamer chair. Okay, there we go. This is wheel. It'd be pretty simple. Like, that was actually kind of a perfect line. I do still need to tweak the leg a little bit, but we're not gonna worry about that. Yeah, that's fine. I don't think the wheels need to be huge. Like some little lines, because they're like there's like the centerpiece that it connects to, and then like the two wheels that actually do the rolling. But this needs to, this shape needs to change. I think I only left just for it to figure itself out. Oop. There. Put this back up to 6. Yeah, there we go. There we go. And thankfully I only have to do 3 wheels instead of all 5. I also kind of want to do the little hat. Let me do it on another layer. More and more layers. That's just what art is about, man. Adding more and more layers till it's like 400 layers for a single drawing. Please, this should not be this hard. Repeat. Yes. How are we looking? Yeah, it actually looks kind of okay. I want to kind of make it bigger, actually. Yeah, that looks good. Might be a little excessively big, but I think it's a lot bigger than people really think about. Or maybe it's just I think it's bad. What I say goes. My drawing. And then just erase the little bit cuts in. There you go. Yeah, I like that. Alright, back to the V. Just make sure everything's right there. Let's see if I could do something slightly more interesting. Or a little cockeyed. Because maybe that's how the wheels have been rolling right before she took the picture. It does kind of look like I copied and pasted the wheel, doing it this way. But I think I'm okay with that, because I have video proof that I did it. So I kind of think. I think it needs to round a little bit more. works for me. Okay. And then the very last one. And try to do some of the same thing. There we go. Yeah, I think from this angle, it's one of those things that actually isn't going to be that noticeable. And then it's kind of any number of reasons of why the wheels would be in one particular position, just depending on like whether or not it got lifted, whether or not all 4 wheels were touching the ground, or 5 wheels. Yeah, so I'm okay with that. And I think that is all we need to do before we go head on to blocking out the background. All right. So let's go ahead and... I'm just going to group all the chair layers. I don't want to get rid of them yet. Group. What? Wait, no, you go in there. Go in the bottom because you're the most important. Oop. There we go. So underneath everything, start new layer. All right, so what do we want as a base color? Probably like a bluish. Hold on, wait, actually, let me just fix this. Throw that away. That's go to colors. Ink gamer chair. Go ahead and get that off the list. The block out shapes background and a lighting guide. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a base color first, and then I'm gonna start working on light guide. So I think you can just go ahead and fill everything with a dark navy blue. Let me get this away. Where's my fill? Oh. Yeah. Maybe even darker, or a duller blue, just for like, yeah, that's a little bit close to what I. Then we're gonna have the. Let me take off a line art. Yeah, I'm thinking that's good. And let's go ahead and work on the chart. So trying to like, I'm thinking I want to start with the pink, purplish pink color. I think this like just strong magenta is good. That wasn't supposed to happen. Go back. Alright. Like a good magenta from here, from our screen. But I'm not sure if I like that shade yet. I want it a little bit less extreme. Like maybe this pink here. Just a little bit darker than that. Not that one. That one's too dull. Are those two colors even different? I don't think it's different. So around there, any colors similar to that's just had to tweak it. Just nope, there. So it's gonna be coming from her computer screen. Some pink monitors. I'll probably like detail out a background later. So then we could bring out the pencil. So she's got it coming from here. And it's gonna be going this way. So everything on this side is gonna be pink. And then I'm just gonna imagine that she has like some kind of really bright LEDs all over the room. Just like a bright blue. So this one we could say is like around here. Pencil. Around. Ooh, and I don't know why I didn't think of this before. Hold on. Let me finish. There we go. This is looking fun now. Now that I can actually do the colors. And why not? It's like a normal flash on the phone. That way she's not like completely dark in the center. Because technically if you have like the two layers or two light sources both coming from basically behind her, like this part of her would start getting really shadowy, like the very center of her, which would cover her face, which is not ideal if you're trying to get a drawing of a character. Bet if she has a flash on her phone, you could say the phone's like right here, and choose like a bluish color or like a grayish white. That's definitely white. So here's where the flash is coming from, and it's gonna be just like directly. So flash. Leave myself enough room. I'm actually gonna use a soft brush. So like right here. I'm gonna go under here. Right there. And then it can start getting really soft. Maybe just a little bit on the thighs, and that's basically where it ends. Maybe a little bit of glare over here. Share catching it. Yeah. Okay. I'm liking this. This is a good guide. Then we can start writing down what everything is. So I already wrote down that this is black. Kind of like directions. And then I need to get back that pink color. So this is gonna be monitor background. And then where's my blue? And then we could say these are LED strip that she just has like lining her ceiling and floor. Probably the ceiling. I don't think we'll put it right here or anything. And then there's just gonna be like some soft lighting. Like he's gonna be very much in the shadow. I kind of want him to be like barely noticeable in the background. So let me go ahead and mark these. This is gonna be the light guide. Bring down that pass. And we can just move that all the way to the top. That's usually where I put all my kind of meta notes. I just leave those all the way on top. Come on, go up, go up. Oh wait, that's the height. That's the top. Okay. Now we can start doing the flats. So Maria's got a very gray toned in kind of like pale sick green, greenish gray. Something like that. That's perfect. Let's get rid of those sketch art. That's like perfect, man. I think there's a smarter way to do this, but I can't really remember. No, I can't remember. We're just gonna do it like that. I think actually it's once I get the flats, then I can start adding all the other stuff easier. But I'm only adding the flats. It's gonna be the... I don't know why I'm coloring her headband that color. It's gonna be something else later. I think this is actually gonna be the Maria layer, so that's why I'm doing it. So let's go ahead and get the color everything. Oh, right. Try going ahead and we can do the edges as flat part. Just getting the bulk of it colored in. Then we can start working on the edges a little bit more cleanly. Oop, too far. So once I have all this decked out, I can just, like select by color and then use that to make it a lot easier for me to color within the lines and not have to worry about going beyond the borders, because, once I get it knocked out during this step, I won't really have to worry about it too much again. At least that's the thinking. I've kind of forgotten a lot of my techniques from before. Because these drawings take me so long to do that it ends up being... I end up forgetting a lot of the tips and tricks that I find along the way. So maybe doing this at least once a week will help me keep a good enough pace that I can actually put these out regularly. coloring is where I get a lot more experimental with my techniques, because when it comes to what you can do digitally, so many options, and a lot of options that I don't even understand yet. Like something that I notice people do is they start with a base tone for everything, and that that makes sense to me completely. But they end up going through so many different colors along the way that I don't understand why they even use the color they started with. So like I'll see them go with like a deep purple, and then by the end of it, it's like a bright pink, and it's like none of the original color ends up showing through. So I wonder why they even started with that tone in particular instead of like a peach. And I think it might just be like some slight opacity work that like I can't really tell because I wasn't watching every single second of it or know exactly what colors they were using. But it might also just be like more of a mental thing where it's like they need to remember what kind of tone they're working towards or away from. I don't know. I'm not really sure. Usually, I think my brain is still in the Crayola crayons mindset where it's like start with peach, we can work from there. Not working with any like deep dark colors, like work light to dark instead of dark to light. But that's just me. I'm still figuring these things out. Maybe this time around I'll try something, or maybe not this one because she's great though. So there's not really anything at work. Maybe starting with a deep green and then working up from there, because her head does kind of get into those like really weird grays. We'll see. Working these really like bizarre camera angles is still new for me too, but I think I'm still happy. I'm happy with it, but I can see maybe a more veteran artist being a little nitpicky. Like I know that if like a real pro was looking at this, they could see that something was off angle and this and that, but I think it gives off enough the impression of being at the angle that I want it to be. Like people will look at this and be able to tell like, oh, they're doing like a camera, like a selfie camera angle. They won't be super nitpicky about like whether or not it's accurate to a real camera angle, because it's not being worked on from any reference. I have a big thing against references, and I really shouldn't be, but something about using references always bothers me. But who knows? That's also probably something I'm going to just have to work on. I mean, not entirely against references either, because I mean, this was worked on from a reference, but not like directly. Like it was, I had to change things about it. I kind of just use this aspect where it connects to the phone, and I think I ended up not using it anyways because it looked really weird whenever I copied it directly. Almost like reality is harder to understand than artistic impression. The uncanny valley, I think, is what I'm trying to say. How are we looking? Lighting guy. Bah. Okay. Just want to check that out. Where are we? Ah. Sometimes I get a little bit too trigger happy on the undo button. Sometimes I click it too many times and end up actually losing the work that I did and not being able to redo. It just happens. Ah. Did I already do the hand? Holy crap. I don't even remember doing that. Time flies. Oop. Got a little too excited. There we go. Ooh. There we go. And so now, hold on. We're gonna call this Maria Base. And this ends up being what we worked from. So whenever I need to only work on Maria and nothing else, I can just select from color range, not do that, select from opaque, place. And so it only collects what's visible in this layer, what's active in this layer. And so if I want to do a gradient, let's use one of these dark greens. You can do that. So like that. Then we're gonna be separating even more sections, so we get only the parts where her flesh is exposed, so just her hands and what just happened? I don't know what I just did. But so then we're gonna cut out the hand and then the head, non-violently. Have the hoodie in its own section, have the pants in its own section. That way we can work on different gradients on different parts of her. Zoom in, zoom out, zoom in, zoom out. And then, you know, we're gonna separate Tatsuya, we're gonna separate the chair. Then for the background, we're kind of just gonna paint them in without any line work at all. And she's got a lot of stuff going on here. So she's got like a mouse, keyboard, the 3 monitors, which are gonna be where the pink comes from. Yeah, 3 monitors. He actually has a 4th one right here, and I don't know how I'm gonna do that. That might just be black and white, because it's gonna be like a security camera that shows outside that her uncle set up for her. Ooh, that's not what I want. Yeah, what else? Yeah. All right, so that's Maria base. I only got like 30 minutes, so do I want to just start working on her? That way we can at least get a little bit more color on her. Yes. So selecting from this layer. Wait, do I already have it active? Yes. Okay. So we're gonna work on this layer. So basically the exact same thing we did, but for a different section of the head. And like I said, we're gonna try doing the darker green tone, kind of just do what I see a lot of other artists do, see if it works out for me. Trying to pick like a really dark greenish tone. This feels right. I think just like a bit of the blue would also work just fine. There we go. My hands are set up right so I can't hit my hotkeys correctly. There we go. Now I don't have to. Now it's gonna be even faster, so I can just make a ridiculously huge brush and just cut off that part, cut off this part. Oop, not that much. I see that I was cutting into the sleeve from here. And just progressively, each layer that we separate is gonna get faster and faster, because we already have like other layers worked out. I think I like the tone. Hold on, let me check. Oh yeah. 2 North has an album on Chill Hop that I really enjoyed. Like, I've used a ton of his songs already in my YouTube videos, because they're just the right amount of hop in Chill Hop. That sounded really lame. Oh no! Oh no, man. I cut all this out, but I only worked on it. Man, that sucks. Ah, that's so annoying. We gotta put it all back. I forgot to separate it onto another layer. Oh, you love to see it. You love to see a classic mistake like that. All right. So now on a different layer, we do that what we were just doing. My heart's broken right now. Ah! Oh, let's get rid of the line art. I don't know why I just have it causing chaos over here. Preferred if we worked on the correct layer. Don't want to trim into the hoodie. Yeah, let me just make brush mod. I'm being stubborn about the brush size. There we go. Oop. There we go. I'm worried about this little gap right here. Let me get out of it. There. Nope. Too big. Not yet. Now we can. There we go. And so that's those two skin layers, or well, those two sections of bare flesh. That always sounds really weird. And then, just as a test, I can, keep this selection. Let's deselect. And then select from opaque. Place. And so now it's grabbing all of the skin that I added. And I can just keep that work within this border. Well, let me grab a gray that I like. There you go. I don't know why I'm using my mouse. I have a pen right here. There you go. Nope. Just an example, because I don't think this is following the lighting guide at all. This is actually looking kind of freaky. How does this look? Man, this is weird. I think it's because it's so extreme. Oh, let me try lightening it up, everything. Or let me use a gradient. There we go. It's a little less spooky. So just as an example of how we can now start to work with it. Oops, that's as far as it goes. Okay. I think this was the tone we used. Clean it back up. All right. And then make it even shorter. We can just use the hoodie layer. We don't even have to pay attention to this part because it's going to be over. It's going to be put down on top of the hoodie layer. So let's go ahead and grab the click and bake place. I'm thinking base tone of like a dark blue again. So because the flesh tone's on top of it, I can just color it in and not really have to worry about anything else. I'm just gonna erase the parts that I don't want. So the parts that aren't the hoodie. Oh my god, I'm doing it on the wrong layer again. Okay, this one was really easy to do though. What are you? You're nothing. What? Oh, never mind. I see what I did. I created a layer for it and then just didn't use it. Am I doing anything? I'm on erase. The hoodie's actually going to be black, but I'm going to work with blue as a base coat and then just add blacks and highlights. I don't think the hoodie's going to have much of a highlight, but lighting is, I think, what I'm trying to say. Ah! I'm on the right layer. Okay. I don't really care about the belt right now. I think I'm gonna just put that on a layer above the hoodie. That way I don't have to worry about completely erasing it and then putting it down later. Like, it's still underneath the belt. The hoodie is underneath the belt, so I'm gonna leave the tone there and just add an... I'm repeating myself. Now this one I can completely cut out because there's not gonna be any hoodie here. So there's literally no reason for it. I can even put it underneath the hoodie doing it this way. Because it is kind of behind the hoodie. Because this is just like a little bag that she's hanging on the back of her belt. Kind of like a D&D character. Like a little utility belt thing. Then we're gonna do pants. These are also gonna be a blacker color. So I think we're just gonna actually do the same color, but it's gonna be on a different layer. Which is gonna make it hard to see, so let's take that off. This one is gonna be under the hoodie, so I don't care if it's underneath. I'm noticing a gap, these slits. There's a little gap in the knee for whatever reason. There we go. There. I could see these little gaps and pixels. They like stick out to me. No, okay. Yeah, this one definitely. Just some like little quick fixes. And like I said, since the hoodie goes on top of it, bop, bop. Well, hold on. Looks better this way. Bop, bop. But they're 2 separate layers. So let's go and name these. Hoodie, base, and then pant base, jean base, whatever. Then select, opaque, place. I'm gonna go ahead and add the belt package. It's gonna be dark brown. Like that. That's a little bit too red. I want it to be like a desaturated brown. Almost like a pale purple. No, it's still too much. Not quite. Close. Let's use the event color. So darker. That's not it. Yeah, that's the totem I want. There you go. And also, while I'm doing this, just so it doesn't look as goofy, select from opaque, place. I just want to go ahead and give her some teeth. Put it on a new layer above the skin layer. Some teeth. Oop. Why is it doing that? Multiply. It was on the multiply setting instead of the... There we go. And obviously, since she's a Nosferatu, the teeth aren't going to be pearly white. That'd just be weird. Just some of these smaller things. I'm giving their own little sections, getting their own base tones. Okay. She looks like an alien right now. We'll fix that. We'll get to it. Piece by piece. Earring face. What is this? This is the eye. He has big glassy black eyes, so I think I might add some lines over it eventually. Just a bit of a brownish hue. Like maybe just a pencil. Like just give it a little bit of a glint. A little bit of depth to him. But I'll save that for later. Where are we going? yeah, I was still renaming it. And then this is the teeth. Teeth. T-E-F. So we're getting close to the end, so I'm just gonna pretty much start wrapping this up. So now we're putting down the base coats of everything and getting everything all separated so I can start working on their separate gradients. Right now everything's working from a dark tone. We're gonna be doing a little bit more of this because I still gotta get the belt separated, the shoes separate. Then we gotta work on Tetsuya back here and the gamer chair. And then once all those are based out, we can start doing the background. And that's just gonna be like painted directly on there. Yeah. Let me deselect. So our head's not glowing. Let me see. So we do have the lighting guide, so we can cross that off the list. Probably gonna have to start adding some more stuff on there. Actually, instead of just saying that, I can do it. Base coat everything. Then we can just Maria needs her base coats to be finished. Tetsuya and gamer chair. The holy trifecta. I'll be their name. Plumping up the mustache. Am I doing this on the right layer? Uh-oh. Let's see if I can fix it. Where? Oh, this is gonna be annoying. Oh my god. Okay. So bop, 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 bop. So now here's where it gets tricky. Bop, 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 bop. Bip, bop, boom, bam. Cut this out. Put it to a new layer and just merge it with the actual place I wanted it to be. God, I love doing this. Merge the layer below. Select deselect. So now if I take it off, there we go. I saved myself. It was combined with the teeth, so this would have stayed after I took it off. But now that I fixed it, because I'm awesome. Oops. Yeah, it works. Let me take off the background. Oh, that is terrifying. Maybe that's why they work with darker colors, because it kind of sets the atmosphere and you can only go up from here. All right. Thank you for being able to join with me, anybody who was here today. I had a lot of fun working on this one. I'm getting really excited to actually finally start doing all the colors, because that's where things get a little bit more visually exciting. I had a lot of things to work out with this chair, a lot of tiny tweaks in order to make it look appropriate to the setting. But in the last couple minutes, I actually ended up getting to do the fun part, the colors. So we'll see where it goes from here. I'm excited, and I'm excited to continue with next stream. Have a good night.